Let's go. Hopefully I didn't
Are we
accidentally
on?
make. Hold on.
I'll check out your stream.
It says we're going.
Oh, hello. Absolutely no one.
Alright. So after
Alright,
this is
you know what?
done, it'll just kind of save to my YouTube channel, so it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
Wait. Describe what we're doing, cause
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So, what we're gonna be doing? It's kind of like a podcast, actually. What we're doing? We got 3 random words from a random word generator, and we are going to be telling interesting stories about them so secretly, scientifically.
What?
No, those aren't my words. All right.
Okay.
How about just a short story? We're just gonna figure out what the words are.
Oh no. Okay.
All right.
You also get to see me drawing.
Yeah. Alright, when it was little Jemmy's bedtime, he took his chewable tenth of a gum and he ate it so graciously because his mother only let him have a tenth, not an eighth, not a 12th of and so he just ate it, right? Now, wait, okay, I'm gonna restart. I'm just gonna give you a random word.
Alright.
Wait, I have a better idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make a story, and then I'm just gonna switch it to you randomly.
Oh. Okay.
You have to use your random words.
Do we still need our words?
Okay. No, wait. You're gonna need your words because once I switch it to you,
then
you're
I
gonna have to use your words.
I have to make it relate.
Yeah, to my story, but using your words,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get new words, and then you're gonna get your new words every time. We're gonna switch back and forth, and every time we're gonna use new words.
Wait, do we have to use all of our words in our segment?
Yes, we have to. Yes, we have to use all of them.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. I'll start. Gandalf and Dumbledore were walking down the street when suddenly they walked across the street. They saw across the street the man with the sexiest sparkle beard, and and as he was walking, they noticed his trot was more like a moose's. In fact, he was a moose. This moose had the sexiest sparkle beard in all the land. Switch.
Oh. The Sparkle Moose, I think, went
The
down.
sexiest.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the sexiest
sparkle beard.
Sparkle Moose or beard. I don't know what the heck. Okay, he went downtown to get on that one trolley on the Rice-A-Roni package. You know. Do you know what Rice-A-Roni is?
No clue.
Oh, it's some like flavored rice brand, but there's like a trolley. Okay, anyway,
just talk.
So he gets on the Rice-A-Roni trolley, and he's making his way down. Wait, he's already downtown. Okay, so he's not making his way downtown because he already is downtown. And as he gets off, a demon appears, and he's like, "Yo, you got the hookup?" And it's the sexiest sparkle beard donkey. I already forget what it was. It's like, "Heck yeah, I got the hookup." And then he's like, "You got the goods?" And he's like, "What?" And then
switch.
Wait, no, I'm not done. I still have another one. And then he's like, "Yeah, man, don't you have your time traveling machine?" And then the sexiest sparkle beard's like, "What? Okay, lol, RXD." Oh gosh.
Just say switch.
No, I'm not done. I have one more word.
You're not done?
I'm trying to like link it into this. So then the demon's like, bibbidi bobbidi boo, and then they go back in time, and then they're in the middle of World War II, and it's wartime. Okay, switch.
All right. As I fully walked into the bar with the sexy sparkle beard, I noticed that he walked immediately into the attic. This attic was contained with the common doll. This common doll would eat all the commandeers. One second, anything. as he found all these common dolls, he they began to possess him.
Mhm.
That's okay. They began to possess him, and now the dolls were him. Switch.
Oh, switch. Okay. So the dolls were him, and he
Yeah.
could feel his uh, skin turn into that weird dolly plastic-ish stuff.
Ew.
You know,
It's
he
like
could like
polymer.
he could like feel it happen, and
Oh
then
man.
he was
Ew.
like, "Ooh, someone would have a fetish of this on Tumblr."
Oh no, seriously.
So he put it on Tumblr, and he felt pretty comfortable with it until a tiger burst through his front door, and he stared at the man who posted the thingy on Tumblr. And as he didn't break eye contact at all, and he pulled out his phone and commented on it, "This is some good stuff
Wow.
you got there." And then he walked out without breaking eye contact. Switch.
That's the most awkward thing ever. Alright. This new cosmetic the deer was not used to. As he took a gamble on this ambition he had, he suddenly remembered that this command was not from anyone airtight. It was more from a castle. Because, oh gosh, it was from a magical castle. This magical castle's in the skies. So he had to travel up there. The next thing he knew, switch.
Okay, he drove up to the magical castle in the sky, and then
He drove up.
wait, is that okay? Anyway, so he like goes up there. I wasn't kind of sort of listening, but you know, whatever. So he goes up there, and then he sees doors, and there are hearts engraved on them. And then he opens the door, and there's Ronald McDonald with
Whoa.
with a suitcase, and he's like, "I got the goods." So then he opens it, and there's this like syringe in it. He was like, "I got the chemical in here, and it may if you inject it, it
That's pretty edgy.
makes you switch."
Okay. As Ronald McDonald glanced at him, he suddenly realized, here, instead of this, I will hand you this. I will bring you to my committee, and you will become a forger. This forger has to work in flaming hot weather. This forger also has to be able to cook some great mac and cheese, because everyone here loves mac and cheese. Who doesn't love mac and cheese? And then he was like, "Oh wait, I don't really like mac and cheese." And then Ronald McDonald was like, "Well, you're banned from this place." And then he was like, "No, I'm not." And then Ronald McDonald was like, "You're a good what's the word debater." And Ronald McDonald suddenly walked out and said, "Come with me. Come to the committee of loafers. Switch."
Of loafers. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. So he goes to the committee of loafers, and they're like, "You must atone for your sins first."
Oh my gosh.
So then they lead him to this room
Yes. What
where
happened next?
there's a phone, and he has to have the phone on his ear for 24 hours as he listens to apple sounds.
No.
Like the sounds of apples
Not the
falling,
ringtones.
the sounds of apples being peeled.
But what if you liked ASMR?
Chopped.
Oh.
You know, like apples, just like apple noises.
Just in general.
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, cool. This is getting like really hard to.
Yeah. Like, we went from a magical moose with a beard to I don't even know.
To apples, I think.
Yeah. Man, we're good at this.
Girl.
Alright. How about, wait, let's do something new. I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been able to draw because I'm just like trying to listen and think of stuff. Okay. Oh, we have a viewer.
All right. Wait, who? Luca?
Yeah. I'm gonna assume so. Cause he was
Honestly.
waiting for a DDA DDS stream that I was gonna do, but they've delayed it 3 times today, so I haven't been able to do that. So that's fun.
Wait, I'm gonna try to find your YouTube channel real fast.
Okay. Okay, this is looking pretty good so far, I think. Oh no. I'm making certain lines thicker than others and I don't like it.
Dang, you have 48 video. You got 14 subscribers. Wow.
I have 48 videos.
Yeah.
I deleted a lot of the cringy ones. I mean, they're all cringy, but like
I'm looking at your stream right now.
the more cringy ones.
Yeah, I think some guy just passed through, honestly.
when I
Oh, no,
was
I know, it's
younger.
2 watching now.
2 watching? I think that's you.
No, but there's 2 watching.
So you and Luca?
Commented on your video.
I'm triggered. Okay.
Wait, does he have Discord?
Luca?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, give him the server so he can just join randomly. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I have to kind of organize a server.
Yeah, it's
Actually.
really messy right now. I don't
It's
think we should
really
make
messy.
I don't think we should make it any more messy.
Yeah, like I have 2 lobbies for no reason at all.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna delete the second one.
Okay, so now I'm drawing the neck.
Yeah.
The black ball of death appeared. Thanks, I.
Alright, yeah, now there's just general lobby one. But I still need to work on it.
Boo, doo, 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 doo. This looks kinda weird, but it's okay. Alright. New layer. Here we go. What do I... Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm drawing a uniform.
Alright, I'm gonna tell a story about today.
You should read a creepypasta.
Now, I suck at reading creepypastas.
Yeah, only I can read creepypastas.
You have such a monotone voice that just like you're like, whoa.
Remember at Frontier Ranch when people got triggered at Henry because he was reading them weird?
Yeah. He was like, hello there.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing?
Should I read a creepypasta?
Sure. I mean, I'm gonna tell a story right now. When I want to interrupt. God.
Okay, yeah, you tell a story because I'm still drawing. I kind of didn't.
All right, today mini golfing with. I'm gonna just call them. I'm gonna give 4 people names. Actually, no, 2 people names. I was mini golfing with my friends Jake and Eflabadaba Dub. No, Dub Dub Dub. Rub Dub Dub. No, I'm just gonna call them Jake and Sam.
Okay.
Alright. Jake, thought it's a great idea just to create a game, because we were mini golfing. We were like, okay, let's make this interesting. Whoever loses has to either pay for all of our dinner things at McDonald's or do punishment as a dare, like a dare thing. So I was like, okay, this seems cool. So we were doing our rounds.
Yeah.
We were hitting them. We were doing our things.
Yeah.
And then, we were doing like, boop. I was like hitting it. We're hitting it. And then anyways, by the end of it, every time you lost a round, you got in last place, you got a point. I had 19 points in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 30 holes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the score went from the lowest person had 2 points, 2 points, 4 points, 7 points, 19 points.
Yeah.
Guess who had 19 points?
Hmm.
Me.
Okay.
I had 19 points.
Okay.
And anyways, so as a punishment, because I didn't have any money on me for Mickey D's, I had to take 18 condiments from McDonald's and eat them. Now there is video
Was
proof
that
of
fun?
this. The worst part was the hot sauce thing. It was pretty painful, honestly. My sister has a video, so
Oh.
I'm just gonna show it to you when I get back. It's pretty bad.
Okay.
But yeah, anything.
Oh wait, I screwed up. I forgot that you have to put drawings underneath, or coloring layers underneath the line art layer.
You're smart.
I forgot that. That would have ended really bad.
You'd be like, oh crap.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell a creepypasta. Should I do that now?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay. It's just gonna be... Hold on, I have to put like a picture. Okay, I'll just let them stare at this picture of me, of this one drawing I made. For the whole time. Okay, let's go to creepypasta.com. Alright.
Just go into like most recent and just scroll to page 3.
No, Psychosis. We're gonna read Psychosis.
Go.
Have you heard of this?
No clue.
Okay, because I don't think I have either. Hopefully I don't know what this is, because if I know what it is, then that'll kind of be dumb. Okay. Wait, should there be a limit to how long it is?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm just gonna play my game.
Oh, it's kind of long. Okay, yeah, I'll read it.
Just like read half of it, and then they have to come in next time for the next part. I don't know.
Oh, okay. That'll take a while to scroll up and down. I feel like I'm gonna butcher all of this so bad. Okay. Sunday. I'm not sure why I'm writing this down on paper and not on my computer. I guess I've just noticed some odd things. It's not that I don't trust the computer. I just need to organize my thoughts. I need to get down all the...
My game is really loud.
Somewhere I know that what I write...
Wait, my game is really loud. I can barely hear you. 1 second.
Not that that's happened. It's just everything blurs together here, and the fog of memory lends a strange cast to things. I'm starting to feel cramped in this small apartment. Maybe that's the problem. I just had to go and choose the cheapest apartment, the only one in the basement. The lack of windows down here makes day and night seem to slip by seamlessly. I haven't been out in a few days because I've been working on this programming project so intensively. I suppose I just wanted to get it done. Hours of sitting and staring at a monitor can make anyone feel strange, I know, but I don't think that's it. I'm not sure when I started to feel like something was odd. I can't even define what it is. Maybe I just haven't talked to anyone in a while. That's the first thing that crept up on me. Everyone I normally talk to online while I program has been idle, or they've simply not logged on at all. My instant messages go unanswered. The last email I got from anybody was a friend saying he talked to me when he got back from the store, and that was yesterday. I'd call with my cell phone, but reception's terrible down here. Yeah, that's it. I just need to call someone. I'm going to go outside. Well, that didn't work so well. As the tingle of fear fades, I'm feeling a little ridiculous for being scared at all. I looked in the mirror before I went out, but I didn't shave the 2-day stubble I've grown. I figured I was just going to go out for a quick cell phone call. I did change my shirt, though, because it was lunchtime, and I'd guess I'd run into at least one person I knew. That didn't end up happening. I wish it did. When I went out, I opened the door to my small apartment slowly. A small feeling of apprehension had somehow already lodged itself in me, for some indefinable reason. I chalked it up to having not spoken to anyone but myself for a day or two. I peered down the dingy gray hallway, made dingier by the fact that it was a basement hallway. On one end, a large metal door led to the building's furnace room. It was locked, of course. 2 dreary soda machines stood by it. I bought a soda on the first day I moved in, but it had a 2-year-old expiration date. I'm fairly sure nobody knows those machines are even down here, or my cheap landlady just doesn't care to get them restocked. I closed my door softly and walked the other direction, taking care not to make a sound. I have no idea why I chose to do that, but it was fun giving in to the strange impulse not to break the droning hum of the soda machines, at least for the moment. I got to the stairwell and took the stairs up to the building's front door. I looked through the heavy door's small square window and received quite the shock. It was definitely not lunchtime. City gloom hung over the dark street outside, and the traffic lights at the intersection in the distance blinked yellow. Dim clouds, purple and black from the glow of the city, hung overhead. Nothing moved, save the few sidewalk trees that shifted in the wind. I remember shivering, though I wasn't cold. Maybe it was the wind outside. I could vaguely hear it through the heavy metal door, and I knew it was that unique kind of late-night wind, the kind that was constant, cold, and quiet, save for the rhythmic music it made as it passed through countless unseen tree leaves. I decided not to go outside. Instead, I lifted my cell phone to the door's little window and checked the signal meter. The bars filled up the meter, and I smiled. Time to hear someone else's voice, I remembered thinking, relieved. It was such a strange thing, to be afraid of nothing. I shook my head, laughing at myself silently. I hit speed dial for my best friend Amy's number and held the phone up to my ear. It rang once, but then it stopped. Nothing happened. I listened to silence for a good 20 seconds, then hung up. I frowned, and looked at the signal meter again, still full. I went to dial her number again, but then my phone rang in my hand, startling me. I put it up to my ear. "Hello?" I asked, immediately fighting down a small shock at hearing the first spoken voice in days, even if it was my own. I'd gotten used to the droning hum of the building's inner workings, my computer, and the soda machines in the hallway. There was no response to my greeting at first, but then, finally, a voice came. "Hey," said a clear male voice, obviously of a college age like me. "Who's this?" "John," I replied, confused. "Oh, sorry, wrong number," he replied, then hung up. I lowered the phone slowly and leaned against the thick brick of the wall of the stairwell. That was strange. I looked at my received calls list, but the number was unfamiliar. Before I could think on it any further, the phone rang loudly, shocking me yet again. This time, I looked at the caller before I answered. It was another unfamiliar number. This time, I held the phone up to my ear, but said nothing. I heard nothing but the general background noise of a phone. Then a familiar voice broke my tension. "John?" was a single word, in Amy's voice. I breathed a sigh of relief. "Hey, it's you," I replied. "Who else would it be?" she responded. "Oh, the number. I'm at a party on 7th Street and my phone died just as you called me. This is someone else's phone, obviously." "Oh, okay," I said. "Where are you?" she asked. My eyes glanced over the drab whitewashed cylinder block walls and the heavy metal door with its small window. "At my building," I sighed. "Just feeling cooped up. I didn't realize it was so late." "You should come here," she said, laughing. "No, I don't feel like looking for some strange place by myself in the middle of the night," I said, looking out the window at the silent, windy street that secretly scared me just a tiny bit. "I think I'm going to keep working or go to bed." "Nonsense," she replied. "I can come get you. Your building is close to 7th Street, right?" "How drunk are you?" I asked lightheartedly. "You know where I live." "Oh, of course," she said abruptly. "I guess I can't get there by walking, huh?" "You could if you wanted to waste half an hour," I told her. "Right," she said. "Okay, have to go. Good luck with your work." I lowered the phone once more, looking at the numbers flash as the call ended. Then, the droning silence suddenly reasserted itself in my ears. The two strange calls in the eerie street outside just drove home my aloneness in this empty stairwell. Perhaps from having seen too many scary movies, I had the sudden inexplicable idea that something could look in the door's window and see me. Some sort of horrible entity that hovered at the edge of aloneness, just waiting to creep up on the unsuspecting people that strayed too far from other human beings. I knew the fear was irrational, but nobody else was around, so I jumped down the stairs, ran down the hallway into my room, and closed the door as swiftly as I could while staying silent. Like I said, I feel a little ridiculous for being scared of nothing, and the fear had already faded. Writing this down helps a lot. It makes me realize that nothing is wrong. It filters out half-formed thoughts and fears and leaves only cold, hard facts. It's late, I got a call from a wrong number, and Amy's phone died, so she could call me back from another number. Nothing strange is happening. Still, there was something a little off about that conversation. I knew it could have just been the alcohol she'd had, or was it even her that seemed off to me? Or was it? Yes, that was it. I didn't realize it until this moment, writing these things down. I knew writing things down would help. She said she was at a party, but I only heard silence in the background. Of course that doesn't mean anything in particular, as she could have just gone outside to make the call. No, that couldn't be it either. I didn't hear the wind. I need to see if the wind is still blowing. Monday. I forgot to finish writing last night. I'm not sure what I expected to see when I ran up the stairwell and looked out the heavy metal door's window. I'm feeling ridiculous. Last night's fear seems hazy and unreasonable to me now. I can't wait to go out in the sunlight. I'm going to check my email, shave, shower, and finally get out of here. Wait. I think I heard something. It was thunder. The whole sunlight and fresh air thing didn't happen. I went out into the stairwell and up the stairs, only to find disappointment. The heavy metal door's little window showed only flowing water, as torrential rain slammed against it. Only a very dim, gloomy light filtered in through the rain, but at least I knew it was daytime, even if it was gray, sickly, wet. I tried looking out the window and waiting for lightning to illuminate the gloom, but the rain was too heavy and I couldn't make out anything more than vague, weird shapes moving at odd angles and the waves washing down the window. Disappointed, I turned around, but I didn't want to go back to my room. Instead, I wandered further up the stairs, past the first floor and the second. The stairs ended at the third floor, the highest floor in the building. I looked through the glass and ran up the outer wall of the stairwell, but it was that warped, thick kind of light that scatters. Not that there was much to see through the rain to begin with. I opened the stairwell door and wandered down the hallway. The 10 or so thick wooden doors, painted blue a long time ago, were all closed. I listened as I walked, but it was the middle of the day, so I wasn't surprised that I heard nothing but the rain outside. As I stood there in the dim hallway, listening to the rain, I had the strange, fleeting impression that the doors were standing like silent granite monoliths, erected by some ancient, forgotten civilization of some unfathomable guardian purpose. Lightning flashed, and I could have sworn that, for just a moment, the old grainy blue wood looked just like rough stone. I laughed at myself for letting my imagination get the best of me. But then it occurred to me that the dim gloom and lightning must mean that there was a window somewhere in the hallway. A vague memory surfaced, and I suddenly recalled that the third floor had an alcove and an inset window halfway down the floor's hallway. Excited to look out into the rain and possibly see another human being, I quickly walked over to the alcove, finding the large, thin glass window. Rain washed down it, as with the front door's window, but I could open this one. I reached a hand out to slide it open, but hesitated. I had the strangest feeling that if I opened that window, I could see something absolutely horrifying on the other side. Everything's been so odd lately. So I came up with a plan, and I came back here to get what I needed. I don't seriously think anything will come out of it, but I'm bored, it's raining, and I'm going to stir crazy. I came back to get my webcam. The cord isn't long enough to reach the third floor by any means, so instead I'm going to hide it between the two soda machines in the dark end of my basement hallway, run the wire along the wall and under my door, and put a black duct tape over the wire to blend it in with the black plastic strips that run along the base of the hallway's walls. I know this is silly, but I don't have anything better to do. Well, nothing happened. I propped open the hallway to stairway door, steeled myself, then flung the heavy front door wide open and ran like heck down the stairs to my room and slammed the door. I watched the webcam on my computer intently, seeing the hallway outside my door and most of the stairwell. I'm watching it right now, and I don't see anything interesting. I just wish the camera's positioning was different so I could see it out the front door. Hey, somebody's online. I got out an older, less functional webcam that I had in my closet to video chat with my friend online. I couldn't really explain to him why I wanted to video chat, but it felt good to see another person's face. He couldn't talk very long, and we didn't talk about anything meaningful, but I felt much better. My strange fear has almost passed. I would feel completely better, but there was something odd about our conversation. I know that I've said that everything has seemed odd, but still, he was very vague in his responses. I can't recall one specific thing that he said, no particular name, or place, or event, but he did ask for my email address to keep in touch. I had just got an email from him. I'm about to go out. I just got an email from Amy that asked me to meet her for dinner at the place we usually go to. I do love pizza, and I've just been eating random food from my poorly stocked fridge for days, so I can't wait. Again, I feel ridiculous about the odd couple of days I've been having. I should destroy this journal when I get back. Oh, another email. I almost left the email and opened the door. I almost opened the door, but I read the email first. It was from a friend I hadn't heard from in a long time, and it was sent to a huge number of emails that must have been every person he had saved in his address list. It had no subject, and it said simply, "Seen with your own eyes, don't trust them. It ended there. What was that supposed to mean? Those words shook me, and I kept going over and over them. Is it a desperate email sent just as something happened? The words are obviously cut off without finishing. On any other day I would have dismissed this as spam from a computer virus or something, but the words, "Seen with your own eyes." I can't help but read over this journal and think back on the last few days and realize that I have not seen another person with my own eyes or talked to another person face to face. The webcam conversation with my friend was so strange, so vague, so eerie. Now that I think about it, was it eerie? Or is the fear clouding my memory? My mind toys with the progression of events I've written here, pointing out that I have not been presented with one single fact that I did not specifically give out unsuspectingly. The random wrong number that got my name, and the subsequent strange return call from Amy. The friend that asked for my email address. I messaged him first when I saw him online, and then I got my first email a few minutes after that conversation. That phone call with Amy. I said over the phone. I said I was within half an hour's walk of 7th Street. They know I'm near there. What if they're trying to find me? Where is everybody else? Why haven't I seen or heard anyone else in days? No, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I need to calm down. This madness needs to end. I don't know what to think. I ran about my apartment furiously, holding my cell phone up to every corner to see if I got signal enough through the heavy walls. Finally, in the tiny bathroom near one ceiling corner, I got a single bar. Holding my phone there, I sent a text message to every number in my list. Not wanting to betray anything about my unfounded fears, I simply sent, "You seen anyone face to face lately?" At that point, I just wanted any reply back. I didn't care what the reply was or if I embarrassed myself. I tried to call someone a few times, but I couldn't get my head up high enough, and if I brought my cell phone down even an inch, it lost signal. Then I remembered the computer and rushed over to it. Instant messaging everyone online. Most were idle or away from their computer. Nobody responded. My messages grew more frantic, and I started telling people where I was and to stop by in person for a host of barely passable reasons. I didn't care about anything by that point. I just needed to see another person. I also tore apart my apartment looking for something that I might have missed, some way to contact another person without opening the door. I know it's crazy, I know it's unfounded, but what if? I just need to be sure. I taped the phone to my ceiling in case. Tuesday. The phone rang. Exhausted from last night's rampage, I must have fallen asleep. I woke up to the phone ringing and ran to the bathroom, stood on the toilet and flipped open the phone taped to the ceiling. It was Amy. I feel so much better. She was really worried about me, and apparently had been trying to contact me since the last time I talked to her. She's coming over now, and yes, she knows where I am, without me telling her. I feel so embarrassed. I'm definitely throwing this journal away before anyone sees it. I don't know why I'm writing in it now. Maybe it's just because it's the only communication I've had at all since I don't even know when. I look terrible too. I looked in the mirror before I came back in here. My eyes are sunken, and I just look generally unhealthy. My apartment is trashed, but I'm not going to clean it up. I think I need someone else to see what I've been through. These past few days have not been normal. I am not one to imagine things. I know I've been the victim of extreme probability. I probably missed seeing another person a dozen times. I just happened to go out when it was late at night, or the middle of the day when everyone was gone. Everything's perfectly fine. I know this now. Plus, I found something in the closet last night that has helped me tremendously. A TV. I set it up just before I wrote this, and it's on in the background. TV has always been an escape for me, and it reminds me that there's a world beyond these dingy brick walls. I'm glad Amy's the only one that responded to me after last night's frantic pestering of everyone I could contact. She's been my best friend for years. She doesn't know it, but I count the day that I met her among one of the few moments of true happiness in my life. I remember that warm summer day fondly. It seems a different reality from this dark, rainy, lonely place. I feel like I spent days sitting in that playground, much too old to play, just talking with her and hanging around doing nothing at all. I still feel like I can go back to that moment sometimes, and it reminds me that this place is not at all, that there is finally a knock on the door. I thought it was odd that I couldn't see her through the camera I hid between the two soda machines. I figured that it was bad positioning. It's like when I couldn't see out the front door. I should have known. I should have known. After the knock, I yelled through the door jokingly that I had a camera between the two soda machines, because I embarrassed myself that I had taken this paranoia so far. After I did that, I saw her image walk over to the camera and look down at it. She smiled and waved. "Hey," she said to the camera brightly, giving a wry look. "It's weird, I know," I said into the mic attached to my computer. "I've had a weird few days." "Must have," she replied. "Open the door, John." I hesitated. How could I be so sure? "Hey, humor me a second here," I told her through the mic. "Tell me one thing about us, just to prove to me or you." She gave the camera a weird look. Alright," she said, slowly thinking. "We met randomly at a playground when we were both way too old to be there?" I sighed deeply as reality returned and fear faded. I'd been so ridiculous. Of course it was Amy. That day wasn't anywhere in the world except in my memory. I'd never even mentioned it to anyone. Not out of embarrassment, but out of a strange secret nostalgia and a longing for those days to return. If there was some unknown force at work trying to trick me, as I feared, there was no way they could know about that day. "Alright, I'll explain everything," I told her. "Be right there." I ran to my small bathroom and fixed my hair as best as I could. I looked terrible, but she would understand. Snickering at my own unbelievable behavior and the mess I made of the place, I walked to the door, put my hand on the doorknob, and gave the mess one last look. So ridiculous, I thought. My eyes traced over the half-eaten food lying on the ground, the overflowing trash bin, and the bed I tipped over to the side for looking for something. I almost turned to the door and opened it, but my eyes fell on one last thing. The old webcam, the one I used to eerily chat with my friend. Its silent black sphere lay haphazardly tossed to the side, its lens pointed at the table where his journal lay. An overwhelming terror took me as I realized that if somebody could see through that camera, it would have seen what I just wrote about that day. I asked her for any one thing about us, and she chose the only thing in the world that I thought they or it did not know. But it did. It did know. It could have been watching me the whole time. I didn't open the door. I was screaming internally in uncontrollable terror. I stomped the old webcam on the floor. The door shook and the doorknob tried to turn. But I didn't hear Amy's voice through the door. Was the basement door made to keep out drafts too thick? Or was Amy not outside? What could have been trying to get in, if not her? What's out there? I saw her on my computer through the camera outside. I heard her on the speakers through the camera outside. But was it real? How can I know? I piled up everything in my apartment against the front door. Friday. At least I think it's Friday. I broke everything electronic. I smashed my computer to pieces. Every single thing on there that could have been accessed by network access or worse, altered. I'm a programmer, I know. Every little piece of information I gave out since this started. My name, my email, my location, none of it came back from outside until I gave it out. I've been going over and over what I wrote. I've been pacing back and forth, alternating between stark terror and overpowering disbelief. Sometimes I'm absolutely certain that some phantom entity is dead set on the simple goal of getting me to go outside. Back to the beginning, with the phone call from Amy. She was effectively asking me to open the door and go outside. I keep running through it in my head. One point of view says I've acted like a madman, and all of this is extreme convergence of probability. Never going outside at the right times by pure luck. Never seeing another person by pure chance. Getting random nonsense email from some computer virus just at the right time. The other point of view says that the extreme convergence of probability is the reason that whatever is out there hasn't gotten me already. I keep thinking, I never opened the window on the 3rd floor. I never opened the front door until that incredibly stupid stunt with a hidden camera, after which I ran straight to my room and slammed the door. I haven't opened my own solid door since I flung open the front door of the building. Whatever's out there, if anything is out there, never made an appearance in the building before I opened the door. Maybe the reason it wasn't in the building already was that it was elsewhere getting everyone else, and then it waited until I betrayed my existence by trying to call Amy, a call which didn't work, until it called me and asked me my name. Terror literally overwhelms me every time I try and fit the pieces of this nightmare together. That email, short, cut off. Was it from someone trying to get the word out? Some friendly voice desperately trying to warn me before it came? Seen with my own eyes, don't trust them. Exactly what I've been so suspicious of. It could have been masterful control of all things electronic, practicing its insidious deception to trick me into coming outside. Why can't I get in? It knocked on the door. It must have some solid presence, the door. The image of those doors in the upper hallway as guardian monoliths flashes back in my mind every time I trace this path of thoughts. If there is someone out there trying to get me to go outside, maybe it can't get through doors. I keep thinking back over all the books I've read or movies I've seen, trying to generate some explanation for this. Doors have always been such intense focuses of human imagination.
Interrupt really fast. I bought 2 games for 59 cents or 50 cents, and I'm about to play one of them. It's called Orbit XL, and we're gonna see how it is. So we're gonna take a really quick break from this creepypasta to listen to me play this game.
I forget where I was. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, I forget. I lost my place. Let's see. Are you watching it?
I'm just listening. Really, it's a
But,
good.
like, are you on the stream right now?
Not anymore. I'm just
Oh,
playing Orbit XL.
There's 2 people watching.
Hmm.
Well, I lost my place.
Okay.
Where was I? Okay, should I continue? I heard nothing of what you just said.
Whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna continue, because we're kind of, like, in the tense part.
Okay. Go.
Okay. Doors have always been such intense focus of human imagination, always seen as wards or portals of special importance. Or perhaps the door is just too thick. I know that I couldn't bash through any of the doors in this building, let alone the heavy basement ones. Aside from that, the real question is, why does it even want me? If it just wanted to kill me, it could do it in any number of ways, including just waiting until I starved to death. But what if it doesn't want to do that? What if it has some far more horrific fate in store for me? What can I do to escape this? A knock on the door appeared. I told the people on the other side of the door I need a minute to think and I'll come out. I'm really just writing this down so I can figure out what to do. At least this time I heard their voices. My paranoia, and yes, I recognize I'm being paranoid, has me thinking of all sorts of ways that their voices could be faked electronically. There could be nothing but speakers outside, simulating human voices. Did it really take them 3 days to come to talk to me? Amy is supposedly out there, along with 2 policemen and a psychiatrist. Maybe it took them 3 days to think of what to say to me. The psychiatrist's claim could be pretty convincing if I decide to think that this has all been some crazy misunderstanding and not some entity trying to trick me into opening the door. The psychiatrist had an older voice, authoritarian but still caring. I liked it. I'm desperate just to see someone with my own eyes. He said I have something called cyberpsychosis, and I'm just one of the nationwide epidemic of thousands of people having breakdowns triggered by a suggestive email that got through somehow. I swear he said got through somehow. I think he means spread throughout the country inexplicably, but I'm incredibly suspicious that the entity slipped up and revealed something. He said I am part of a wave of emergent behavior, that a lot of other people are having the same problem with the same fears even though we've never communicated. That neatly explains the strange email about eyes that I got. I didn't get the original triggering email. I got a descendant of it. My friend could have broken down too and tried to warn everyone he knew against his paranoid fears. That's how the problem spreads, the psychiatrist claims. I could have spread it too, with my texts and instant messages online to everyone I know. One of those people might be melting down right now after being triggered by something I sent them. Something they might interpret any way that they want. Something like a text saying, "Seen anyone face to face lately?" The psychiatrist told me that he didn't want to lose another one. That people like me are intelligent, and that's our downfall. We draw connections so well that we draw them even when they shouldn't be there. He said it's easy to get caught up in paranoia in our fast-paced world, a constantly changing place where more and more of our interaction is simulated. I have to give him one thing. It's a great explanation. It neatly explains everything. It perfectly explains everything, in fact. I have every reason to shake off this nightmarish fear that something or consciousness or being out there wants me to open the door so it can capture me for some horrible fate worse than death. It would be foolish, after hearing that explanation, to stay in there until I starve to death, just to spite the entity that might have got everyone else. It would be foolish to think that after hearing this explanation. I might be one of the last people left alive on an empty world, hiding in my secure basement room, spiting some unthinkable deceptive entity just by refusing to be captured. It's a perfect explanation for every single strange thing I've seen or heard, and I have every reason in the world to let all of my fears go and open the door. But that's exactly why I'm not going to. How can I be so sure? How can I know what's real and what's deception? All these things with their wires and their signals that originate from some unseen origin. They're not real. I can't be sure. Signals through a camera, faked video, deceptive phone calls, emails, even the TV lying broken on the floor. How can I possibly know it's real? It's just signals, waves, light. The door. It's bashing on the door. It's trying to get in. What insane mechanical contrivance could it be using to simulate the sound of men attacking heavy wood so well? At least I'll finally see it with my open eyes. There's nothing left in here for it to deceive me with. I've ripped apart everything else. I can't deceive my eyes, can it? Seen with your own eyes, don't trust them, they. Wait, was that desperate message telling me to trust my eyes or warning me about my eyes too? What's the difference between a camera and my eyes? They both turn light into electrical signals. They're the same. I can't be deceived. I have to be sure. I have to be sure. I calmly asked for a paper and pen, day in and day out, until it finally gave them to me. Not that it matters. What am I going to do? Poke my eyes out? The bandages feel like part of me now. The pain is gone. I figure this will be one of my last chances to write legibly, as, without my sight to correct my mistakes, my hands will slowly forget the emotions involved. This is a sort of self-indulgent. This writing, it's a relic of another time, because I'm certain everyone left in the world is dead, or something far worse. I sit against the padded wall, day in and day out. The entity brings me food and water. It masks itself as a kind nurse, as an unsympathetic daughter. I think it knows that my hearing has sharpened considerably, now that I live in darkness. It fakes conversations in the hallways, on the off chance that I might overhear. One of the nurses talks about having a baby soon. One of the doctors lost his wife in a car accident. None of it matters. None of it is real. None of it gets to me. Not like she does. That's the worst part. The part I almost can't handle. The thing comes to me, masquerading as Amy. Its recreation is perfect. It sounds exactly like Amy. Feels exactly like her. It even produces a reasonable, fast smile. of tears that it makes me feel on its lifelike cheeks. When it first dragged me here, it told me of all the things I wanted to hear. It told me that she loved me, that she had always loved me, that it didn't understand why I did this, that we could still have a life together, if only I would stop insisting that I was being deceived. It wanted me to believe. No, it needed me to believe that she was real. I almost fell for it. I really did. I doubted myself for the longest time. In the end, though, it was all too perfect, too flawless, and too real. The false Amy used to come every day, and then every week, and finally stopped coming altogether. But I don't think the entity will give up. I think the waiting game is just another one of its gambits. I will resist it for the rest of my life if I have to. I don't know what happened to the rest of the world, but I do know that this thing needs me to fall for its deceptions. If it needs that, then maybe, just maybe, I am a thorn in its agenda. Maybe Amy is still alive out there somewhere, kept alive only by my will to resist the deceiver. I hold on to that hope, rocking back and forth in my cell to pass the time. I will never give in. I will never break. The doctor read the paper the patient had scribbled on. It was barely readable, written in the shaky script of one who could not see. He wanted to smile at the man's steadfast resolve, a reminder of the human will to survive, but he knew that the patient was completely delusional. After all, a sane man would have fallen for the deception long ago. The doctor wanted to smile. He wanted to hear a whisper of words of encouragement to the delusional man. He wanted to scream, but the nerve filaments wrapped around his head and into his eyes made him do otherwise. His body walked into the cell like a puppet, and told the patient once more that he was wrong, and there was nobody trying to deceive him. That's it. You still there?
Some more just came in. Full of river stuff.
Oh.
I know you. Finally. You're getting your tuna. Okay, here it is. Get some tuna. Here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Are you still on? You still on?
Tuna. Here you go. There you go. Have some here.
Jonathan? Did he die?
No, I'm just, I the game focusing.
Okay, you're back. Jonathan,
What?
I screwed up the last part.
Good job, Dustin.
Like, the very last word of the story. I screwed it
What
up.
was it?
Deceived.
Wait, what was, I was kind of confused because I had to, 1 second, they're watching Big Brother. It's on my show I've ever seen.
Sick audio quality.
Right?
I'm getting light.
it's okay. You still there?
Yeah, I'm just watching this big so then.
The stream's still going.
I know.
We gotta do something.
Let's think. Okay, I got 2 games for 50 cents each.
Oh, let's talk about the new Pokemon game.
Wait, they're coming out with a new one?
Oh, yeah, they are. Ultra
Oh, what
Sun,
is it?
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh, it's just like remakes.
Yeah, it's just remix. But I get to play another game with Incineroar. Haha.
Sonora so low.
Incineroar's the best, man.
Listening to that Pokemon thing on live stream.
We've been live streaming for, I think, 57 minutes. Am I
7.
right? Dang, it was 56 minutes.
So close.
It was like 56 minutes and 44 seconds when I checked. I screwed up when I was reading the creepypasta.
What?
When I was reading the creepypasta, there was a word, facsimile. And I like when I read it, as I was reading it, I was like, what's that word? And I said smile. And then right after reading it, I was like, oh wait, no, it's facsimile. I can't go back now. Gotta keep
I don't
on
know
rolling.
any word.
Yeah. I didn't really like that story too much.
It was. Wait, wasn't it just like him being like psychologically?
He was like, this is all a simulation. It's all a dream. The Babadook is coming.
So it's just paranoia. Paranoia. It's kind of predictable. I kind of predicted it from the beginning.
But then they're like, lol, it is not real.
Kind of like, oh wait, it's a creepypasta and I'm actually gonna take 180. Except it's the most predictable 180 ever.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ghost mustard. Okay. Anyway, I just checked Steam, and Dream Daddy still is not out. And it's 10 o'clock. What do you have to say about that, Jonathan?
You want to end the stream and then play?
Play
I
what?
don't know. I don't know. Overwatch maybe.
Oh, I have to make this button though. Oh, Jonathan.
You can play it. You can make it while we're like doing it.
Jonathan. Jonathan.
What?
So, I was playing Overwatch for like the first time in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like really bad. And I was also tilting.
That's awesome.
And I got full gold full gold medals. I had 5 eliminations. Everything was gold. And I was like, well, you know what? Yeah, this is a great start. Can you hear my cat? Jonathan. Can you hear my cat?
No.
Okay, good, because he's been screaming.
Can't you go to
If I'm
bed?
really listening here,
What's happening?
I'm doing arcades with 3 free boxes. Oh no, I can hear him.
Yeah, s'mores. He's so loud.
Meow. Meow.
How long is the stream going on? An hour.
Yay.
We hit the hour mark.
Yay, we should all get pizza.
I don't like pizza.
Alright, pasta.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Let's go to Olive Garden.
Yeah, unlimited breadsticks.
Yay. I
Wait.
can only eat 2.5.
If the multiverse theory is actually true, does that mean there's a Olive Garden with like literally infinite breadsticks?
If there's like an unlimited amount of universes and unlimited amount of possibilities, then isn't there a universe without parallel universes
Whoa.
or something?
Something that makes sense out of that?
I don't know. Just kind of thought.
Just a thought.
Thought patrol. Oh, there he is.
If there's a
again.
universe that's slightly faster than ours, does that mean we could tell the future by going to it?
I don't know. Well, it has to be exactly like the same as ours, just slightly faster. And by this point, it would probably be like really far. You know? Jonathan,
Sorry, wait.
notice me, senpai.
I'm just trying to play Overwatch, man.
Gosh. The bucket tool isn't working. So I'm just heckin'. Oh, it worked. Thanks, Obama. Alright. Green.
I'm getting 300 ping.
I'm really hungry. But I can't do anything about that, sadly. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I screwed that up really bad.
Because Discord's on, I'm getting such a high ping.
There's
You can
this.
keep it on though.
I screwed that up. Moikai. When I say yeah, you say yeah. Yeah.
No, I just noticed. Is that Lucia's new skin? If you listen to Lucia's new skin, when you press the shift, a new song plays.
Isn't that like all of his skins?
No, but that's like jazzy.
Yeah, isn't that all of his skins? I mean, not the jazzy on all the skins, but like, you know.
I'm getting really high temperatures on my computer.
Oh, is that a good thing? Do. What am I doing? I forget. Okay. Just gonna stand here while you. I'm so angry I could ride a pig. Hey, Jonathan.
Heal.
Remember Minecraft parodies? Magic trick. Ba-chow. Oh, it didn't work. Thought it would work. But I guess it didn't. Oh yeah, Jonathan. I swallowed a huge piece of gum today.
How big?
Like really big, like 3 wads big. Like, you know when you take the whole pack and just like eat it all at once? This is weird because I never draw my character happy. Like, ever.
Good.
Like, this is the happiest I've ever drawn my character. Which
A slight smile.
probably says a lot about who I am.
What's he like right now?
Look at the stream.
One second.
I'm hungry, I'm hungry, and welcome back to Hungry, Yeah, I can't do that.
Wow, that's pretty happy.
Oh yeah. That's like the happiest I've ever drawn any of my characters. They're all like look at this, like they're all triggered like this all the time. Because I guess I like making action scenes.
I mean, I do too.
They're fun. But then I never make like the calm scenes.
I'm gonna get off so I don't have to like interrupt anything.
You're not gonna interrupt anything.
I know, but like my aunts are watching Big Brother and it's really intense right now.
The heck even is Big Brother?
It's like one of those reality shows where they put a ton of people inside of a house that you know obviously hate each other,
Oh.
and then they make them do dumb challenges. Is that a good gist?
Yeah. I don't like it.
No. Just look it up and just you'll get the gist of it. Like there's some really sentimental moments, and then they're wearing toad costumes.
Oh no.
I'll be right back.
I'm coloring over the lines. That's not a good thing. Yeah, cool. Who knows how long this will take? Probably would have been done, but that creepypasta was really long.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to find like actually scary creepypastas.
Well, you have to prepare.
Because there doesn't seem to be very many that like actually scare me.
Yeah, I mean they're made by like 12-year-olds, so.
Don't judge. They have rights. You know. Okay, now I gotta. Vashow.
Watching the stream, my voice sounds horrible. I just.
It does. I can't hear my own voice in the stream. How does mine sound?
Good, but mine like.
Oh my gosh.
Mine sounds like it has echoes, but it's just good. It's, crickets chirping.
Cool.
I'll be right back 1 second.
Okay. It's gonna turn out really bad. I have to like lean over in my seat. Was I singing Bone Trestle? I think I was singing Bone Trestle. If you made it this far into the video, why are you still here? But anyway, question of the night. Do you like birds? comment down no one's gonna comment anyway, but like, just in your mind, whoever the heck watches this far into this video that is lost within the depths of YouTube, do you like birds? And if you like birds, then you like birds. Birds. I do like a weird thing with my S, like tss, tss. Birds, 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 birds. S. Want to know a weird word? Herblore. Like herblore. 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 You know, this is some quality commentation by me. I cannot commentate on my own, because I don't talk on my own. You know? Yeah. I don't think you know, but if you know, you know. You know? Yeah, this is why I'm just gonna... Is he still here? Yeah, he's still here. This is gonna turn out to be a really dumb button. I'm gonna spend all this time on nothing. But I will continue. For I am Dovahkiin. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. What am I doing? Isn't this some... This isn't even like a time lapse, so it's really boring. Just... What has it been? Like an hour and 20 now? An hour and 12. Close enough. The title of this video is Word Game. That was like that was the first thing we did. And after that, it just expanded. So, sorry for that misleading title. Boop. Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Oh no. Oh no. They're fusing. Can I bucket this? Oh dang, I can. Cool. No. Stop fusing. Stop. Okay. Nope. Okay. I thought we were done, but yeah. Oh, I have an idea. 'Cause I'm lazy. Clap along if you're lazy. Clap, clap. Alright. Is anyone even still here? There's one person watching. I'm not sure if it's like actually someone. Or did we get? We had 3 viewers at one point. Okay, I'm gonna put on some music, so it's not quite as boring. Music will be by NCS or no copyright sounds. I do not own any of the music at all because I can't make music, but you know, it's cool. right? Beautiful. Simply beautiful. Okay, I have to... These are all the color layers. Nice. Okay. It's a good thing I didn't merge that layer, because that would have been bad. Okay. I'm gonna do a multiply. No. I need to add details on the eyes. So I'm gonna go darker and airbrush. Should I blend that together? I don't know. Sure, yeah, whatever. Alright. Now I'll add a teeny itty bitty highlight. Nope, that looks bad. Never mind, we're not adding highlight. Alright. I want to add cell shading, but So again, all music is by NCS. Gosh, Jonathan, get back in here. I can't keep this up. Did you go to bed?
I'm back.
Oh, you're back? Okay. It's hard to keep it up. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't talk when I do things on my own. I'm adding cell shading, but it looks really bad right now. But I just have to change the hue, and it'll look a little bit better. That ear should not be blue. But whatever, it's cool. Oh dear, I see blue. It's not good. Great, okay. There's a lot of blue. I have to fix all that. You still there?
Yeah, I'm just watching something really fast. It's kind of interesting.
I want to see Ramsey's.
Oh, heard that.
Honey.
I'm watching this show. It's so dumb. Everyone's mad at each other, and there's one old dude that's just like, "Hey guys, I'm really cool. I'm like the hip dude," but then at the same time, you know he's not hip. You know he's like that dude that you see at a party. You're just like, bro.
Really, you have to carry her all the way out.
It's just like, it's just a really.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's like. Okay, so we need a discussion to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. So, any drama happening on the interweb?
On the interwebs?
Yeah, I heard PewDiePie was getting fired from his job.
He has a job.
Okay. No, he doesn't. He works at YouTube.
Okay.
As a YouTuber. I'm not stupid.
Okay. Drama.
Wait, I'm gonna send you a picture from DeviantArt, and you're gonna draw it.
Oh, I'm
All
trying.
right, we're gonna play the game. Fix the OC.
I'm still doing my button.
Nope, too bad.
Oh. I'm hurt.
Guess what? Guess what?
Chicken butt.
I don't care. No, we're gonna play Fix the OC. And when we say this, we don't mean to offend anyone. We're just gonna. It's just kind of like a laughing thing. We're just like, oh, that's silly. So I'll be intact with you. It's okay.
Okay, you find those quality pics, man. I'll just be here.
We're gonna go into digital art, and we're gonna go to popular 24 hours. No, actually no. We're gonna go to undiscovered.
Oh no. Honestly, not sure which is worse.
Let's go to drawings and painting. And then okay, here we go. Here's all the
Situation.
here we are. We're at the we got I got it. I got it. I got it.
You got it? Well, that's so weird.
Alright, it's in the Discord chat.
It's in the Discord chat?
Yeah.
Well, they can't see it.
So,
Okay, I'll copy it.
yeah.
I can't copy it. Wait, can I copy it? I can't copy it. Can I copy
Okay,
it?
just get a good look at it.
Hold on, I can't. Can I copy it? No, I can't. I can't copy it. What is it though?
I don't know.
It's like some, like picture Nemo, and then make it really smug. Give it some pine tree hat.
It's like a squid.
Make it a t-shirt, and then add some tentacles in it. Was that descriptive enough? Shoot.
Alright. Alright. I'm gonna check on the stream, see how you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I think I finished the badge.
Okay, cool. Let's just hope you print it in the right size.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, are you squid drawing?
Hmm?
Squid drawing.
Oh yeah. Just gonna hold on. Alright, yeah, that's that badge.
Oh, look at this thing I just found.
I'm so hungry.
Look at this thing I just found.
Okay, what?
Look at Discord.
Oh, that's not very.
Yeah.
It's like some tentacle monster thing, but it has like cobwebs on its face, and it
No, I
has
think that's
a
skin.
lot of teeth. I don't know. It looks like cobwebs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on to the next badge. Oh, I'm tired of making badges. I only made one. Hold on, there was like this one.
We're at the 1 hour 30-minute mark.
Hour 30?
Yep.
There was this one thing. A selfie. Gosh, I have to find something that was made so long ago.
I found this game. That's really cool. It's called Cryptid the Necromancer, and like pretty much you have to work in beats.
Oh,
Only lets move when it's a heartbeat. So it's like boom, 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 and it's like it has
you should play Osu.
So it's gonna be my last 5 minutes on because you know
Oh, well then that's the last 5 minutes of the stream then.
minutes of stream.
Because
Yeah.
I can't do anything. You're playing Orbit XL? Can't find it. The heck? you know, furry Tumblr or furry Twitter, usually you can like handle it, but there's just that one thing that you see and you're just scarred for life. You know, like as it goes for any
Yeah.
social media. But then they redeem themselves with a gif of angry Togepi.
Yes.
And a gif of a gif of Kirby with Bayonetta's legs. I have to find it. Gosh, what's that? I don't remember him drawing that. What the heck is it? What the heck? When did you draw this stuff? Come on, dude. You gotta like get it together and show me the. I can't find it. How far is this? January, February. Not good. We're nowhere close. Is it 2016 yet? No.
No.
Yeah, it's not. Still, just gotta keep going till I find it. Cause I'm gonna. Ooh, that one looked pretty cool. Never mind. It went back up and I regretted it. Ooh, hipster Bowser. There's been a lot of hipster Bowser drawings. I don't know where they're coming from. Oh, this dude posts so much.
Is it retweeting or just
Like actual posting, like art. Like,
dang?
like full colored art. Ooh, that one looks pretty cool.
I got 33 in high score. Alright,
Wait, what game were you playing?
Orbit XL.
Did you buy that?
For 50 cents.
Oh, cause I had it and then I didn't like it, so I deleted it.
It was decent. It's pretty fun. Alright.
Come on, just let me find it.
Alright, I'm gonna get off now. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to all y'all. It's a good time to end the stream. I'll see ya hopefully tomorrow, maybe. No, actually not tomorrow. I have to do something tomorrow. I'm working all day tomorrow. Goodbye.
Yep, and that'll end the stream.